coming to the ring in the blue corner. Third bout of the main card tonight. Daniel Terry from 5 Star and Team Tube. And Dave, what have you seen of him before?
Yeah, I used to train with Daniel. I know him well. A very talented young man indeed. Congratulations, he's just had his 2nd child as well. Him and Petra, his lovely wife. He's been training with another friend of mine, Natalie Zukatas from Sweden. And that is her husband there in the 5 Star t-shirt. The Thai trainer from, I think originally from Sinbi Gym, if I'm correct. Sorry if I'm wrong.
And stylistically, what can we expect from him tonight? What are we looking out for?
Well, that's just it. Daniel Terry is a very talented young man who I think started in karate, did a couple of different styles, can be very unpredictable when you fight him. Very fast, very flexible, solid legs, and can kick you in the face without hardly moving. Look at the size of those quads. So yeah, he can be very unpredictable. His opponent tonight, Paul Barber, very strong young man too. Very underrated fighter, I reckon.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the blue corner from Bexley in Kent. It's Paul Barber!
And out of the double K gym, his opponent in the red corner. And this A-class 5 3-minute rounds is Paul Barber.
Yeah, like I say, a very strong young man. And quite an underrated fighter, I think, on the UK scene at the moment. Very good style, trained by Kieran Kettle. This has the makings of a great fight.
And there he is, making us wait a little bit, but finally on his way.
Paul Barber, very much the taller man out of the two here. You can't have legs like Daniel Terry and be 6 foot tall, unfortunately. But it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. With regards to things like the clinch, this is a full Thai rules bout, 5 3-minute rounds.
Paul Barber!
Both guys, when I've seen them both fight, always come very fit and ready to go.
And ladies and gentlemen, this full Thai rules bout will be contested in the minus 63 kilogram division over 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, he's representing 5 Star Muay Thai in Sweden and Team Tube Gym in central London. Please make some noise for Daniel the Terminator Terry! And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, representing Double K Gym in Bexley, Kent, it's Paul the Demon Barber!
Okay, fight, centre of the ring. All right, guys, you know the rules are fighting under full Muay Thai rules. And then in the knockdown, make sure you go to the neutral corner. I will not begin to count until you do so. Touch gloves, gentlemen, back to the corners.
Paul looks very up for this fight, but Daniel Terry, always ever the gentleman of Muay Thai, smiling away. Paul looks like he can't wait to get started.
So, A-class rules, 5 by 3-minute rounds at 63 kilos. Paul Barber in the red corner, just waiting patiently for Daniel Terry.
Yeah, you can see the focus in Paul's eyes there, just staring over his opponent. And Daniel Terry just always in obscene good condition.
Ready? Fight!
Muscles on muscles.
Absolutely.
And the action goes straight away.
Fight!
Oh, fast start. Terry and Barber keen to even things up pretty quickly. Nearly cleaned us out of the commentary desk here too.
And Paul moving into the clinch early in this fight, just to test out
Working there, guys, work.
how Mr. Terry is.
Does height necessarily benefit you in the clinch, Dave?
It does. It can do. Again, it's all about how you use your style. But Paul just leaning forward and pushing his weight onto Daniel there, which will be tiring him out. But it is full Thai rules as well. Elbows and knees to the face are allowed. Again, early days. We haven't had much of a feeling out process. Both guys started with at a reasonable pace here for 5-3s.
Absolutely, you wouldn't necessarily know it was the opening minute or so. Short knees driven in there by Paul Barber. High kick in response from Terry, and then the right hand behind it.
Good little lean back there from Paul Barber, just chopping down on the leg of Daniel Terry.
Stiff straight right hand from Terry.
Daniel's broken his right hand punching people, I think, on a couple of occasions. That's how hard he can punch, but obviously against a southpaw, he's going to want to punch that right down the middle. He's going to want to try and catch that on the nose of Paul Barber rather than the head. Hope that injury doesn't flare up again.
Barber trying to work his way in, just caught that rear leg. A little sweep from him.
And Daniel Terry has got some great evasion skills. He can move in and out very well and counter hit you.
Two trading low kicks there. Terry putting that right hand down the middle again.
Daniel just not tying up that arm for me enough as Paul Barber span with a spinning elbow as he felt it was unguarded.
A bit of gamesmanship between the two men. And,
there's a big cut on the forehead of Paul Barber, sorry.
That's the worst place to have it because the blood's going to stream into the eyes. You just wonder this early on whether that will get worse and whether Paul Barber may have to be stopped it.
That is running everywhere. That is a big cut. Oh, there's a lot of bleeding anyway. If Dan Terry opens that up, this could be good night, Sienna.
Well, look at that. Absolutely. Well, Paul Barber's hamming it up for the crowd, but really, can he go 4 more rounds with something like that on his forehead? Kieran Kettle in the corner having a look at that, and well, hard to see from here because it's kind of in the hairline, but goodness me, it was an elbow that did it, wasn't
it? Kieran Kettle there saying, it's not bad, as referee Jesse Saunders tries to get and have a look. Kieran says, don't worry about that, it's fine, you don't need to see. But it does look to be above the hairline. So not right about the eyes. A good cutsman will be able to stem the bleeding on that, and if it's not too big, as Kieran kindly pointed out, then it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But it just takes those punches down the middle to reopen that or make it worse.
On one of the shots that was working for him in those opening 3 minutes was the straight right hand down the middle, little step off to the left and banging that down. So maybe Daniel Terry will be looking to throw that with increased frequency in this second round.
Yeah, look, they've not managed to stop the bleeding on that. It's not looking good for Paul Barber, I'd say.
Not looking good for our evening shirts either.
Glad I wore a white shirt. Yeah, Paul's spewing blood everywhere out of his head there. Look at that.
Surely this can't continue much longer, David.
It's an absolute bloodbath right now in there. Absolute bloodbath. I do not see this going the distance. This surely cannot last.
Well, Barber trying to keep those hands high, just tries to dump Daniel Terry. You see Terry's eyes just glued to that forehead, can't you?
The whole canvas is just absolutely covered in blood now. Oh man, it's coming everywhere.
Time.
Oh, the referee,
look at
Jesse,
that.
there, right to put a halt to proceedings. They're going to have a look at this because it's just absolutely obscene, this cut. Daniel Terry waiting patiently in the corner with his
Here we go.
action, but
It's
the
back
referee's
on.
called it back on, and forward comes Barber. And really, it's got to be desperation times for him, isn't it? Barber's got to get a stoppage here.
Yeah, he is, and he's come out hard. Daniel Terry just needs to throw those hands down the middle, open that cut up. Boxing will even do it. He doesn't even need to line up an elbow. Look how much that is bleeding.
Forward comes Barber, misses with the left, lands the left of the body, sorry. Missing with the lead hand, and now Terry comes in, kicks to the body.
Barber is actually seeing okay, though.
But it's all running down the bridge of the nose, isn't it, rather than into the eyes, which is, of course, the benefit, I suppose, if there is one, of having to cut straight down the middle of the forehead.
The referee keeping a close eye on it, but it's not impeding his vision. He is absolutely bleeding everywhere. The ring is covered in blood. We are covered in blood. Love it. That's what I love about it.
Keep working. Keep working.
Well, he's going to have a hell of a headache in the morning.
He's going to love it. Chicks dig scars. Oh my
Goodness
God!
gracious me.
What an elbow from Paul Barber.
And
why did he back off?
How on earth is...
Daniel Terry just rode a massive elbow there.
And there's shock in Daniel Terry's face there.
I know. I don't know why he stopped.
As it landed, and they're right on top of us here.
He's
Terry's
going.
in trouble.
He's going to take an 8 count for that.
And look at the shock in Daniel Terry's eyes there.
This could be the biggest turnaround of the night.
And Barber knows
Look
it.
at Barber's face.
He is absolutely wired. He knows he's got to get the stoppage. He cannot continue like this.
He can see it as well. There's a stoppage there for the taking.
20 seconds to go in round number 2. Can Barber get the stoppage? Left and a right delivered.
What a fight this is proving to be.
Low kick on the inside from Terry. Barber responds with one to the outside. Bangs the left hand through the middle. Then a hook off the back of it.
What a war. Knees going in, but I don't feel Daniel Terry's eyes have cleared yet.
5 seconds to go in this second round. Right, this has got to be one of the rounds of the year, whatever happens for the next 8 or 9 months.
Oh my God.
Absolutely sensational. In the interim between 1 and 2, we thought almost certainly it would be stopped. Midway through round 2, we thought Barber was all but out, and suddenly the elbow, Dave, came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Daniel Terry took a big shot there, and I still don't feel like his eyes have cleared. Whereas Paul Barber looks to be the worst for the crowd, but actually his eyes are clear, he is supremely focused, and he means business. I see you checking yourself for blood there.
I'm checking you as well, my friend. You look more like a Dalmatian now.
Covered in Paul Barber's blood. Lovely.
Saw the replays there. Just the absolute carnage that erupted in 2. Have a look here, banging those shots in as Terry was in real trouble. And
Look at
first
Kieran
standing
Kittle
8
in the
count.
corner.
He is shouting instructions at his man. Just saw that was the flurry that led to the first standing 8 count. That was after the elbow landed. But the question is, Dave, why did he back off when the elbow first landed?
I think it was more a bit of a shock thing. He thought he caught him and then he stepped back, so he might have thought the ref was going to do it. Do a count.
And some little time-wasting tactics there. Just the mouth guard coming out, and I think we all know what's
Very
going on there. But you can't deny him of that, because what a shot he took. And now we are right in the middle of a total war in round number 3 of 5 here. Paul Barber.
I can't believe there's 5 rounds scheduled here. It almost feels like they've been going for a 3-round war. But
well, and the only thing these men can be thankful for is that they're not in the middle of a 4-man tournament as well, Dave, because this wouldn't bode well for either. Banging left cross, gets through on the chin of Terry.
Daniel needs to get his composure back now. He doesn't look quite as sharp yet, whereas Paul Barber looks supremely focused and banging those shots in whilst bleeding profusely all over the ring. It's not bothering him though, he can still see.
Oh, he's just crashing that left through. He cannot miss with it. Terry responds with a right hand, bang on the cut, and it opens up yet again. Just 50 seconds into round 3, and the bleeding begins.
Yeah,
and an elbow now lands on the cut.
These 3-minute rounds are very, very long, especially when you're bleeding or just taking a big shot.
Well, legs have almost gone out the window, haven't they? Just sometimes trading with the hands.
Yeah, Barber's left just not quite going straight enough for me, and it's coming off the side. Daniel Terry seeing it and just evading nicely.
Keep working, guys, come on.
Well, we talk about ebb and flow. This is the absolute personification of it. Paul Barber almost down and out, and now it's evens in there.
Ooh, couple of elbows just missing there.
Bang
from
on the
Paul
chin
Barber.
with the left again, and Terry was rocked by that one. Comes back, lead uppercut with the right hand, then the hook off the back of it. body kick from him. And it is
Working
back
there,
and
come on.
forth stuff. Neither man willing
Well
to
done,
take a backward step here.
Daniel Terry needs to lock those arms up in the clinch, and he
Oh.
drops his hands when he backs off,
Okay, so
where
wait,
Paul
wait,
Barber is
we got-
capitalising with those punches.
Hey,
Oh man, we are covered in blood.
People think we've been fighting by the end of this.
I'm working there, come on.
Lovely little turn there from Paul
terrific left
Barber.
hand.
Oh,
Doubles the
two
elbow
big left elbows landing on Daniel Terry, and some massive knees.
3, 4.
Paul Barber is taking a count here from Daniel Terry. Doesn't know where he is.
Terry looks
5,
absolutely shocked. He looks
He's
at
a-
us.
7.
He
takes the standing 8 count.
Okay,
He needs to get his hands up. Paul Barber means business. Oh, and a left rising elbow landing by Terry.
Work,
This is just absolutely incredible. 25 seconds to go in round number 3. The two trading leather with the hands. Terry
Big shots right to
launching
the
the right
end.
hand.
Oh, whoa, big lean back off that kick. Last 10 seconds of massive spinning hook kick from Daniel Terry.
Go for fine. Wait,
Who wants this?
wait.
Just 10 seconds to go, and you can barely see Barber's facial features for the blood that covers him, and he lands another elbow on the bell.
That's it.
Both men covered in the blood
That's the bell.
of one. Does it get any more gruesome or any more exciting than that? Dave, goodness gracious me.
Your iPad's ruined.
We are
What an
ringside here. We are looking at replays here now of the action in round 3.
Let's watch this back. This is immense.
Absolutely incredible. So here we see Daniel Terry with his back to the
Daniel
ropes.
Terry letting go of the hand there and just not locking up the arm of Paul Barber, and he's feeled it. As soon as he feels it, he throws the elbow. Kieran Kittle jumping up in the background there.
And it was just tit for tat the whole round through, and then in the final moments, just when you thought it couldn't get any more exciting,
Great.
Paul Barber began to open up and had Daniel Terry in real trouble. That was the combination
Big
that did it.
1-2.
And then the elbows came in off the back of it, and you just see that look of shock in the eyes of Terry,
Come on.
sort of wide-eyed confusion, and well, having to pour
Look at
water.
this turn, and big
Bang.
shot lands.
How's he stood up to that? How
Yeah.
has he stood up to that?
Lovely, lovely work there from Paul Barber.
Hey.
Let's see if Daniel's eyes have cleared.
Well, amazingly, we have got 2 more rounds of this.
Oh my God, Paul is pink now, pink with his own blood. This is an absolute war.
You shouldn't laugh, but it's like a scene for 300, this,
I
isn't it?
love it. I absolutely love it. This is what the crowd have come for.
Well, I
this
tell
is
you
what sells tickets.
The one thing that these 2 men will have earned,
Oh!
if nothing else, is each other's respect as Barber slams in a kick, then a left hand to the head.
Look at these hooks to the body from Daniel Terry.
Keep working, come on.
Paul Barber closing him down into the clinch.
Short knees on the inside from Barber, trying to suck the wind out of Terry,
Right.
who's taken some really heavy shots himself. Walks onto a left hand, responds with a lead right hook vote.
Daniel
Oh,
just
lovely
leaning
left
back
hand.
and not guarding his head. He needs to keep his hands up.
A straight left hand followed by a hook off the back of it, an elbow rather off the back of it. And every time that elbow lands, you just see that pause and that stunned look at the face of Terry.
I'm worried about the elbows here. There, Daniel Terry's right hand was not tying up the left hand of Paul Barber. He didn't throw the elbow there, but the opening was right there. Watch.
Oh, terrific high kick gets through.
He's popped the kick in because he can see the gap, but look at that left elbow.
Now Terry driving those uppercuts in,
Working,
pushing
come on.
Barber back
Keep working.
into the corner.
Needs to lock the hand up.
Oh, put a lot into that right
Oh,
hook.
big
Comes
left
back with the
hand from Paul Barber. And he
And
opens up.
It's been
Massive
stopped.
punches.
It's been stopped.
Not yet. No, he has now. He didn't stop it straight away. He was just going to give him a count, but Daniel Terry's eyes had gone, and for the fighter's safety, Jesse Saunders has stepped in and took the fight.
Well, it's got to be one of the biggest comebacks that I've ever seen personally. I don't know about you, Dave, but given what happened in that first round, that is absolutely astounding.
Paul Barber is an absolute warrior, and that has the makings of one of the best profile pictures, I think, on Facebook that has ever been seen. Look at that man's face.
That's his Halloween outfit sorted, isn't it?
I've got to say, all credit to Paul Barber. He fought an absolute blinding fight there. We're all covered in his blood, and He fought an absolute war. Fair play to both men, but Paul Barber just taking that. Like I say, massively underrated fighter in the UK at the moment. I think he's got the makings of going all the way.
So we're just having a look at the replay. That was the shot that sent the legs wobbling of Terry there as Barber bustled him back onto the ropes with that double left hand. And then it really, the writing was on the wall.
Where we go over the other side of the ring, and when Daniel gets hit, he drops his hands. Watch. So Paul hits him.
Ladies
One
and
shot,
gentlemen,
hands come down.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a massive round of applause to both of these men. That's a privilege
That shot
to bear
landed.
witness to this evening. What a superb contest.
Again, just going to the live action here as we announce the winner.
And after 1 minute and 37 seconds completed of round number 4, your referee has stopped the contest, deeming Daniel Terry in no position to continue. Therefore, your winner by TKO. Fighting out of the red corner is Paul Barber. And ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for our brave runner-up, Daniel Terry.
Well, you said, Dave, before the ring walks that this had the potential to be a really terrific fight, and it superseded even our high expectations of it.
That's it. But look at the sportsmanship from both these guys. That's what I love about this sport. And the Muay Thai Grand Prix is a great stage. Look at these guys. They've got the utmost respect for each other.
I'm going to keep well away because you are absolutely covered there in claret. Could you see well through there in your best English, by the way? Could you see well through that fight?
I think after I put him down the first time, and yeah, I sort of had a rough mess with it because I knew Dan was strong. He's very strong.
He is really strong. What do you think of this, guys, ladies and gentlemen? Absolute warrior.
He's like, when I first started out, I was seeing Dan. He was like at the top, and I always looked at him and like, fucking hell, he's a talent. Skill. He has got skill.
But has he got the heart of Paul Barber?
Not a Paul Barber. No, mate. Not a Paul Barber. I want to chase them dreams, so that's what I'm doing.
Good luck with them dreams, mate. We'll see you very soon on this show. Well done, mate.
Well done on that one. Wow, what a roller coaster that was. Full of twists and turns, wasn't it? How'd you feel?
I feel good. Like, obviously, towards the end of the round, I thought I've got to put him away because I was getting tired.
Yeah.
And I see that he was getting tired early on in the rounds, but I've always been the same. I train hard, put the work in when I can, and like, you know, like, it's like with anything, you got that dream, you want to chase it, you chase it, and you do what you can to do it to get there, and that's what I did today.
And you did it, and you did it so well indeed. And it was literally, it could have gone either way as well, couldn't it?
Yeah, he was catching me with some good shots. The elbow opened me up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
And for a lot of the fight as well. I mean, you're quite bloodied as it were. So you know, but you went with
I
it.
knew that weren't the end of the fight.
Yeah.
I got cut. Yeah, it was above my head. I knew if it was above my eye, I would have got in. At one point, after the elbow to the head, I couldn't. My vision was blurry.
And you pumped yourself up as well, and you pumped up the crowd as well. Brilliant stuff. Well, congratulations and well done. See you soon.
Thank you very much. Cheers, mate.
Muay Thai Grand Prix, stay tuned, we've got another interview. Well, there we go, what a closely fought match that was. Unbelievable, but we're going to get you in here. Well done, by the way. A bit punch drunk, maybe. Yeah, exactly. You could have gone either way. You fought a very good match indeed, buddy.
Thank you, I appreciate that. It was
How'd you feel?
a loss, you know. You never feel good after a loss, to be honest, but I've been out of the ring for near enough 2 years, so to be honest, even though it was a loss, it's the only loss I've had so far, which I'm all right about, you know, because I mean, he's a warrior, he's a tough guy, and when I cut him in the first round or second round, I was hoping they were going to stop it, you know.
I thought that was it, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, please go in his eyes, a little bit more, because I was like, no, I don't really want 5 rounds of this, to be honest.
Yeah, but you went right to the wire, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean,
it was just amazing.
He landed some really hard shots, and credit to him, because I didn't know he was that strong of a guy, you know. So he's a puncher's hard, you know.
But so are you as well. You did so well. Commiserations, but also congratulations to a certain degree.
Good,
well done. It's a good fight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll shake your hand, but I'll get blood all over you.
That's all right.